Let's give the judge another hand. Not prepared for this. And I tell you, the judge gave such a good talk, if I had any sense, I wouldn't say a word. I am honored to be here, but it looks to me like you didn't listen very hard to all those media types that told you your vote doesn't count. I'd have noticed that. But the reason they're trying to convince you to get in line or that you should get in line or stay home, you remember this. Look at it next time. Every one of them's got a good job, a college education, health care, and they can afford to fill up their gas tank. And then her opponent made what I thought was a pretty clever statement. He said, well, she was always going to win Pennsylvania, and I was always going to win North Carolina. So Indiana will be the tiebreaker. Good bet by him. Indiana was next door to Illinois. 30% of the voters getting Chicago. Not really competing there. They organized 26% of the vote. She won by 41% because of me twice and give me a chance to serve. Something else you can say about her is she doesn't quit. If you stand up with her, she'll keep standing up for you. But here's what I want to say. You ought to elect her because I think she's the best candidate I've campaigned for in my lifetime. My daughter, she was in Indiana or someplace, they said, you think your mother would be a better president than your father? And she said, well, sure I do. So I got the awful kidding about it you ever saw it. I thought, well, I'll call Chelsea and we'll have the following conversation. She'll say, oh, Dad, chill out. You can't run for anything. She's on the ballot. What'd you expect me to say? I think when you elected me, I was very well suited to serve for that moment. For this time, I think she is better qualified, and I think she will be a better president. And I think if you vote for her, you elect her, and her plans for jobs, energy, education, and health care pass, I predict you will have more jobs, more jobs. The big problem in this country today is what I would call the 90-10 43-1 problem. You can just keep those numbers in your mind. In this decade, 90% of the economic growth has gone to just 10% of the people, and 43% of it to just 1%. It's the biggest increase in America, and it's unbelievable what having to do the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth tour is doing. No time off on rotation. We are about to break the military. If you want to go back to it's a pretty clear choice here. It's a pretty clear choice. And I can't help but thinking that young man, we probably ought to look at him. He's worked so hard to have his little sign for Hillary's opponents. They're democracy, not dynasty. So you ought to give him a hand.